Okay, we are back, children. So today we'll begin with a new chapter, but before that, I would like to explain in very brief the different styles of story writing. So basically, there are 4 types of story writing: expository, persuasive, narrative, and descriptive. So expository type of stories are those in which the writer is giving you some information. It could be about some game, some person, some place, some incident. Then you have persuasive writing, where the writer is persuading to listen to his opinion. Means the writer is giving some opinion about a topic and they want others to understand and change their opinion according to him. Then you have the narrative, which we know, where a person says a story and we listen. Like you had the first lesson, The Adventures of the Blue Carbuncle. There was a narrator who was saying us this story about Sherlock Holmes' detective work. Then you have something called descriptive stories, descriptive writings. These writings give you a lot of details, like when you're reading as if you are there in that scene of where the story is taking place. So today our story is After 20 Years, written by William Sidney Porter. Now William Sidney Porter has a pen name O. Henry. Pen name when a person chooses not to use his real name but writes in a different, uses a different name. Like, there are many Bollywood stars whom we know as Dilip Kumar, Kishore Kumar and all these things. But actually their names are different. So these are their pen names. So O. Henry short stories are very, very famous because of their catchy titles. The title of the stories are such that they force you to read, to know what is in the story. Like After 20 Years, the moment you read this story, the title, you feel like a feel comes. What next? Let us read and find what happened after 20 years or what had happened before 20 years. And at the same time, his stories have got a twist in it. That until you read till the end of the story, you doesn't know what the hero is going to do or how the hero is going to solve the case or what is actually how the story is going to end. So, as you see in the textbook on the screen, the difficult words are underlined. So, when I am reading, I will explain it to you and those would be your key words. So, let's come to the textbook, and before that I would like to say another thing. What is the objective of this story? Why do we need? Now this story is basically about friendship between two friends. So we all have some close friends or best friends in our life whom we choose because of their some good qualities of loyalty, qualities of smartness, intelligence, polite, generous, kind. So many things we get attracted and we choose 1 or 2 people who are very, very close to us, whom we call best friends forever. But there may be a time when you can see that this best friend of yours is doing something wrong, taking wrong decisions, taking wrong steps. Then what is our role? Just because we love this person, just because this person is very close, do we support that? Or do we try to correct that person? What do we do? What is our role as a friend there? So the story, as you read, you will understand what I am saying. And it's very, very important for us at some point of time in our life when we have to take the right decisions, though it may be very, very difficult to take that decision, but still we have to take that decision. So it is chapter 6, page 41, After 20 Years. The incident in the story takes place at around 10 p.m. along a dark, windy New York business avenue. So incident means the story, whatever is happening here. Place 10 p.m. at night. City New York, it's on the road. Avenue means a road which has tall trees on both the sides, or shops on both the sides. And it's a windy night. It begins with a policeman who discovers a man standing in a dark doorway. Dark doorway in front of a door, and the area is dark. The man then proceeds to explain why he is there. So this man who was standing in front of the doorway gives an explanation to the police why he is standing there. So this policeman is on night patrol. You know, even during Corona, you can see the policemen are moving in their bikes or vans to see the area, what the people are doing. So, in most of the big cities at night, there is a police patrolling. They have a fixed route, they have fixed duties. They just walk down and see that everything is safe and secure. The police on the beat moved up the avenue impressively. The impressiveness was habitual and not for show, for spectators were few. The time was barely 10 o'clock at night, but chilly gusts of wind, with a taste of rain in them, had well-nigh peopled the streets. That means it was the duty of this policeman to walk down the road every day. And he used to walk very smartly and impressively. Everybody looking at him would say, wow. And though it was just 10 o'clock, but because it was a chilly night, cold night with a lot of cold breeze, there were very few people on the road. Spectators means people here. Habitual daily work. The vicinity was one that kept early hours. Vicinity means that area. Early hours means people went off to sleep early in that area. Now and then you might see the lights of a cigar store or of an all-night lunch counter. But the majority of the doors belonged to business places that had long since been closed. So it's a description of that street, that most of the shops closed early except one or two stores which were selling cigars. Cigars are very thick, big cigarettes. और some eatery place where people stopped to eat. हमारे यहाँ भी लोकेलिटी में देखोगे रात को अगर सारे दुकान बंद है तो कोने में शायद कोई पान का दुकान खुला होगा, कोई चाय की दुकान खुली होगी. So it's that kind of a scene. When about midway of a certain block, the policeman suddenly slowed his walk. In the doorway of a darkened hardware store, a man leaned with an unlighted cigar in his mouth. As the policeman walked up to him, the man spoke up quickly. So, as this policeman was walking, what happened? Suddenly, he saw that in front of a hardware store, there was this man leaning on the shutter. And he had an unlighted cigar. जला हुआ नहीं था, वो सिगरेट अपने मुंह में रख के खड़ा हुआ था. और पुलिस को देख के वो बात करना शुरू किया. It's all right, officer, he said. I'm just waiting for a friend. It's an appointment made 20 years ago. Sounds a little funny to you, doesn't it? Well, I'll explain it if you'd like to make certain it's all straight. At about long ago, there used to be a restaurant where this store stands, Big Joe Brandy Restaurant. So this man is saying, because the policeman is on round, so this man knows that he will just now come and ask what he is doing there so late at night. So he said that, well, I'll give you an explanation. I'm waiting for a friend of mine. We had an appointment made 20 years ago. And this shop where I'm standing used to be a restaurant. See, it is restaurant, R-E-S-T-A-U-R-A-N-T, but it's a French word. So many times we pronounce it as restaurant also. And it used to be Big Joe Brandy. restaurant. So this was a place where these two friends used to come and meet very often 20 years back. And now they have made an appointment. Until 5 years ago, said the policeman, it was torn down then. So he said that 5 years ago तक वो शॉप वहाँ थी, पर उसके बाद वो चेंज होके हार्डवेयर शॉप बन गया है. Torn down means broken and changed. The man in the doorway stuck a match and lit his cigar. The light showed a pale, square-jawed face with keen eyes and a little white scar near his right eyebrow. His scarf pin was a large diamond, oddly set. So as soon as he lit the matchstick to light the cigar, क्या हुआ, उस मैचस्टिक के लाइट में उस आदमी का फेस दिख गया. So it's a description of the face. That he had square jawed face, that means the lower part of his face was square shape. He had very keen eyes, very observant eyes, and scarf pin. You know what is a scarf? जो रुमाल girls use करते हैं, men also use. So उसमें एक pin होता है, so that it is held in its place. तो वो pin जो था वो diamond का था. Oddly set means not properly fixed. 20 years ago tonight, said the man, I dined here at, turn the page, Big Joe Brandy with Jimmy Wells, my best chum and the finest chap in the world. He and I were raised here. New York just like two brothers together. I was 18 and Jimmy was 20. The next morning was to start for the West to make my fortune. You couldn't have dragged Jimmy out of New York. He thought it was the only place on the earth. So this man was speaking all this to the policeman. He was saying that 20 years ago we had our last dinner here in this shop. My friend's name is Jim Wells, and he was my best friend and one of the best men in New York. We were like brothers here. And I was 18 years old and he was 20 years old. And it was our last dinner because after that, the next day we were supposed to move out. I was supposed to go to the West, means western part of North America. To make fortune means to earn money, to make a livelihood. But Jimmy Wells always thought New York was the best place for him, and it was very difficult for him to leave that place. So what happened? Well, we agreed that night that we would meet here again, exactly 20 years from the date and time, no matter what our conditions might be or from what distance we might have to come. We figured that in 20 years, each of us ought to have our destiny worked out and our fortune made, whatever they were going to be. So they made this appointment that 20 years from that day, they would come back to this place at 10 o'clock, no matter where they were stationed. कहीं पर भी हो, जितने दूर भी हो, वो इस दिन पे यहाँ पे मीट करने आते. भले उनको पैसा बना पाए नहीं बना पाए, that was not important, but they would come and meet. So now it's the turn of the policeman. What is he saying? It sounds pretty interesting, said the policeman. Rather a long time between meeting, though it seems to me. Haven't you heard from your friend since you left? So the policeman is saying, yes, it has been a long time, but in between, didn't you hear from him? मतलब आपकी कोई कांटेक्ट नहीं थी, आप लोग बातचीत नहीं किए थे? Well, yes, for a time we corresponded. Corresponded means we exchanged letters, we were in touch, said the other. But after a year or two, we lost track of each other. You see, the West is pretty big proposition and I kept hustling around over it pretty lively. West is a big proposition means it is a big place, lot of people, lot of, lot of struggle I had to do to make my living. So I became very busy. It was not possible for me to be in touch with this man. It was not a very easy job for me to earn the money. But I know Jimmy will meet me here if he is alive, for he always was the truest, staunchest old chap in the world. So here see, he is telling the quality of his friend, why he liked him. He was very honest, truest. Staunchest old chap means very faithful. If he has said he will come, he will come. Means अपने बात का बहुत पक्का इंसान था. He'll never forget. I came 1,000 miles to stand in this door tonight, and it's worth it if my old partner turns up. So he is very very confident that if he is alive, अगर वो मर नहीं गया है, तो he will definitely come here. And I have also travelled 1,000 miles to come down here to meet him. The waiting man pulled out a handsome watch, the lids of it set with small diamonds. 3 minutes to 10, he announced. It was exactly 10 o'clock when we parted here at the restaurant door. So, this waiting man, he took out his watch to check the time, and you see it is not a wristwatch. In those days, people didn't wear wristwatch. They had a pocket watch. गोल छोटा सा वॉच होता था चेन के साथ, जो लोग पॉकेट में रखते थे, और जितने बार आप टाइम देखो पॉकेट से वो निकालना पड़ता था. और वो पुलिसमैन क्या देखा कि इसमें बहुत सारे डायमंड लगे हुए थे. Did pretty well out west, didn't you? asked the policeman. So the policeman could make out that this man was a very rich man, had lot of money. कि उसके घड़ी पे भी डायमंड्स लगे हुए थे, उसके स्कार्फ पिन में भी डायमंड्स लगे हुए थे. You bet. I hope Jimmy has done half as well. He was a kind of a plodder, though good fellow as he was. I have had to compete with some of the sharpest wits going to get my pile. A man gets in a groove in New York. It takes the best to put a razor edge on him. So this is a description of what kind of life he led in New York. It was a very difficult life. He had to face a lot of challenges to make this money. Life is not easy, but he feels that his friend Jimmy has not been able to make so much money because Jimmy was a slow grower, a little lazy kind of a person. The policeman twirled his club and took a step or two. I'll be on my way. Hope your friend comes around at night. Going to call time on his sharp. So the policeman can't stand there and keep on talking. No, he was on duty. So he said that okay, you wait here. I am on my round, and I hope your friend turns back. As you said that he is a person who will be on time. I should say not, said the other. I'll give him half an hour or list. If Jimmy is alive or not, he'll be here by that time. So long, officer. So the officer was saying that, the officer didn't want him to wait there for too long, but this man said that I will give him half an hour extra. So I will wait here till 10:30. Good night, sir, said the policeman, passing on along his beat, trying doors as he went. Trying doors means कभी कभी आप देखते हो पुलिस डंडे से डोर के शटर पे मारते हैं. So it was that. There was now a fine cold drizzle falling, and the wind had risen from its uncertain puffs into a steady blow. That means the speed of the wind was increasing. The few pedestrians in the neighborhood hurried dismally and silently along with coat collars turned high and pocketed hands. And in the door of the hardware store, the man who had come 1,000 miles to fill an appointment, uncertain almost to absurdity, with the friend of his youth, smoked his cigar and waited. So, this is the description of the street after the policeman left. What happened? It started drizzling, the speed of the wind increased, and the few people who were on the street, they were wearing coat because it was winter, एंड यू नो ठंडे में क्या होता है, कॉलर ऊपर कर देते हैं सो दैट गले में ठंडा नहीं लगे, हाथ में ठंडा नहीं लगे तो हाथ पॉकेट में डाल देते हैं. सो इट वॉज दैट काइंड ऑफ एन एटमॉस्फियर. बट दिस मैन वॉज स्टैंडिंग देयर स्मोकिंग हिज सिगार वेटिंग फॉर हिज फ्रेंड. एब्सर्डली मीन्स वो कुछ अजीब सा ही था अंधेरे में खड़े होके किसी के लिए वेट करना. एब्सर्ड मीन्स समथिंग दैट इज नॉट नेचुरल. About 20 minutes he waited, and then a tall man in a long coat with collar turned up to his ears hurried across from the opposite side of the street. He went directly to the waiting man. So he had decided to wait for half an hour, but after 20 minutes of wait, he saw this tall man coming towards him and greeting him. "Is that you, Bob?" he asked doubtfully. "Is that you, Jimmy Wells?" cried the man in the door. So this speaker who was standing and waiting for the friend was a person called Bob. Now the name of the person is disclosed. "Bless my heart," exclaimed the new arrival, grasping the other's hand with his own. "It's Bob, sure as fate. I was certain I'd find you here if you are still in existence." Well, 20 years is a long time. The old restaurant's gone, Bob. I wish it had lasted so we could have another dinner here. How was the West treated you, old man? So they both were very excited. And Jimmy Wells is saying that I knew that if you were alive, I would surely meet you here. Then they thought that where to go now because the old restaurant was no more there. Then Bob asked Jimmy that how has the West treated you, old man? West treated you means how was your life in the West? What did you do? So we'll stop here now and understand what we read just now. We'll just do a recap. So we read that there was this man waiting in the street one dark winter night when he meets a policeman, and they have a little conversation, and from the conversation we gather that this man is waiting for his friend. They had made an appointment 20 years back to meet at this point, and they were very, very close friends, and he believed that his friend would definitely come there if he had or if he was alive. And we also understand from the things displayed by this man that he has lot of money. He displayed lot of money, and eventually what happens, this man Jimmy Wells comes and greets Bob, and Jimmy Wells also says that he was very sure that he is going to meet his friend because he also trusted his friend. So now Bob wanted to know from Jimmy Wells how the West had treated him, or what was his life, what did he do for the last 20 years. Naturally this kind of conversation will only pick up when you meet somebody after a very, very long time. आप तो यही पूछोगे ना, आप कहाँ थे, आप क्या कर रहे थे, इतने दिन क्या हुआ, especially if that person is your best friend. So we stop here, then we will continue in the next video.